It's me again. I'm wearing purple. See? Because the guys on the street are wearing purple. I wonder why. I love that color. It's my favorite color. Before I start the lecture, guys, I wanted to thank one person in particular. Two people. Well, a couple. And then I'll tell you my dream. Robert Townsend. He made 5 Heartbeats. Thank you for your contributions to film and television. Because the 5 Heartbeats saved my life when I was a kid. There's a part at the end where he goes, I feel like going on. I feel like going. I wish I could do it, but I can't right now. Going on. And then, like, some people run at the first out of stormy weather. I was screaming all night, so my voice in a dream realm, not in reality. I wish. Tell that Birdman to call me. But thank you, Robert Townsend, for your contributions to film. I was gonna go through like a couple other directors, John Singleton and Crooklyn, but I kind of want to stay on him because he also played in The Bear. He played on The Bear. Oh, I'm not crying, but I feel like crying because I love him so much. And I was praying yesterday. Okay, I have so much to say, but I just wanted to tell you guys. Yesterday I was praying. I was like, God, look. I know it's silly. I know it's silly to a lot of people, but I pray Robert Downey Jr. is a good guy. I really do. I pray that some of these guys are really good guys that are in the industry, but like it really hurts my feelings if they're not. Like if they turn out to be bad guys and stuff like that, and like I have to, kick them off the face of the earth. It really sucks because I love my guys. I love them. I mean, I only like Robert Downey Jr. because I love the story of somebody who has been through some shit with drugs because I've coded a lot of secrets in the drug realm, and to see if somebody figures it out, it still makes it. And I think he did pretty good. So that makes me sad that if he's not a good guy, you know. Oh, my dream last night. Oh my gosh, guys. The guy from The Sound of Freedom, JC. Hold on, let me just give him his real name. I don't know. JC and JP. JC. The guy from Sound of Freedom, Jim Caviezel. Okay, so in my dream, um, I was in my apartment or going outside of my apartment, and I saw Jim Caviezel moving into the apartment complex, and I was like staring at him. I was like, God, how is he so pretty? Like he's beautiful. And the hold on, eat it. It's good for you. It's a watermelon. What? It's called a seed. You gotta eat it. Yes. Watermelons have seeds. But I was saying to the leasing lady, I was like, isn't he beautiful? And then the lady looks at me and goes, he would be even more beautiful if he wasn't so stern. I was like, I think that kind of makes him more beautiful. And I went like this, just like looking at him like, why is he so beautiful? And then He's getting his boxes out of the car, and I'm like, I need to get out of here because I might like have when I have a conversation with certain archangels, the energy in the room can be very uh because I'm not really talking to them. I'm passing them tons of energy because I don't need all that shit. I don't need a lot of power. Power, whenever I say power, God pass me boom, boom, right down my OD. Boom, boom. It's like the sun filling my vessel like honey. I just have to say power and it'll come. But I pass it vroom, 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 through the third eye to the people that I deem archangels. And he came in my dream, so it makes me like really like I don't know how to explain it. It's like I felt safe in that area. Wherever I was, I felt safe because he was there. And it made me feel good. Oh, don't do that. My husband watches this. What, you done? It's called a sea wiki. Hey. You want to get out? All right, come on. You need to get in the shower. Come on. Come on. I'm turning the light on. We're going to the river today with the we got babies in there too. Arizona and Marshall. I'll be in to wash you up in a second. But yeah, I was like, he's so beautiful. It's gonna warm up in a second. Chill out, Lee. My daughter. But I thought that was a great dream. And then I was making some hot pockets on the stove in my dream, and I dropped something on the balcony, like this big bucket. I don't know what it was, but I dropped it off the balcony, and I ran downstairs to get it. I come back up, and there's firefighters and all this kind of stuff, and they're like, "What apartment do you live in? 423?" I was like, "No, 427." He goes, "Yeah, that one's gone too." I was like, "No, all my stuff's in there." And I go in. I was like, "My apartment's perfect." The one next to me was burned now. I was like, "Wow, okay." But yeah, so I saw him putting his stuff was in a box I think it was a Subaru hatchback, and he was putting all his stuff in here in the apartment. I was like, whoa. Maybe Jim Caviezel, your wife is so lucky. We're have to make her like a sainter. What goes good with an archangel? I get to match up the archangels. I have so many personalities that I could put into the vessel. Maybe someone like Helen of Troy, or I don't know yet. Someone who can hold a lot of heavyweight feminine energy. I like him as an actor. I don't want to put him in something else. I'm going to think about it. I'm going to make me excited. Dear God, what? What is it this time, Mary? What is it? I was thinking, if the Birdman doesn't come forward, could I have like 4 or 5 husbands? I could barely handle one, damn. Like if the Birdman just like decides, hey, I want to live in the ocean and in the river and marry a mermaid or something, can I have like a bunch of husbands? Take care and service me? It's not funny, Zanisha. I need a lot of loving. Like a lot. Like a lot. The bear tried to scrape my womb up, Dad. I had so many scars in there. I go to Navajo and I was like, can you energetically close these wounds? And he said that they were too deep to close them, that he needed another shaman. 2 shamans to close up my wound. No man should have ever. Why are you yelling? What, you want to move your hair? What, Big Ali? What? You want your toothbrush? Here. Thank you. And so sewed up my womb. So I need some masons to build some things for me. Because they knocked it down. My tower. My temples. You know? You get what I mean? Replace it with this white man, Jesus. Just kidding. I love Jesus. I think Jesus knows how to save us all. Thank you. I think the only person that can save us is Jesus. Okay, where was I? I descent into madness. Okay. So that dream. And then we go back into what was I saying? I just got so excited. Oh, let me calm down. Oh. Hold on. Oh, let's talk about the yellow brick road. And some time frames on a couple things. I was working with the goddess time last night. Because at night, your subconscious walks around in whatever form it chooses. And as of recently, my form has kind of shifted into this circle-y, eyeball-y, wingy, pretty scary thingy. And it's shifting, right? And it's recoding time. So we don't have any more. We're all out. The waves in the ocean have stopped. Not all of them, but you know what I mean. Like, we ran out of time. Still like you most. Ain't he a fucking cutie? Saving our children. Yeah. Fuck yeah. I remember this one story that I really. Hey, look who that is! Hey guys, Owen Hunt. I don't know who that is, but what's his name? I wish Robert Downey Jr. was a good guy. I hope he is. I don't know. I don't like to invade other people's privacy. You know, just because you can doesn't mean you should. Like someone does a reading for you and they're looking at your order and they're like, damn, you're rich, or damn, you're gonna be this. And they're like, you know what? Let me just steer my order towards yours and then steal your riches. So I like when people do the readings, but sometimes I'm like, yo, you could be reading for Satan herself. When I went into to go see my Baba Dele one Steven Jedena. What's up, dude? He should be higher in his rankings. I took him through the journey of hell. I did. I don't know how he survived that shit, man. I took him on a journey through hell and high waters. He must have the faith of a David. He had the test and faith of David. I was like, damn. You done? You want to get out? Let me get my daughter out and I'll tell you that story really quick. Ready? Chill the fuck out, bud. Okay. So God, I just like to say, God, go get your iPad. I'm gonna say I'm a test of faith walking. I am a test of faith walking. Your iPad's over there. There's no scariness. Go get your iPad. You can't sit up here. I'll put them right here. Okay, go get your iPad. No. Go get your iPad. This story keeps popping up in my head. So I was just leaving the youth center, and I think somebody tagged me at the youth center because I said I was, I'm a very open person. I'm a very open person. And I tell all the business. I don't leave any room for error. No, all light. I talk it. I say I'm alone, foster care, da da da, by myself, da da da. And you know, I think a couple in center people tagged me as a runaway or somebody who could be trafficked really easy. Because as soon as I left, it was a little dark. I was like, shit, I gotta catch the bus back from Oakland to Fremont. I was couch hopping for a little bit. And oh my God, I hear Jim Caviezel's voice in my head. It's so stern and reminds me of stop. I know, but I want to say it. I just don't want to say it because he's Christian. He's so sweet. But he reminds me. Okay, stop. Why can't I just say what I want? Something to do with dominatrix. Goodness gracious. Okay, get out of my head, please. Just give me a second. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil here. Hear no evil, speak no evil. I have to be, what is it called? Eye to eye with these guys, eye to eye with them. And sometimes my thoughts get all fluffy. I like superheroes. I really like superheroes. I really like superheroes. Because I think our world needs more. So when that solar flare comes, I'm going to give the real guy, JP, and JC, and all the people who fight against for child trafficking, child endangerment, I'm going to give them tons of powers. And if they don't want it, they can give it back. But the little kids who ask me for the powers are going to have to learn how to use them. Okay, anyway. I'm married to Jesus. I'm married to Jesus. Married. Got it. So they tag me. I go into outside and I'm about to go over this bridge. I'm walking over this bridge, right, in Oakland. I have to tell the story. Sorry if you've already heard it, but it really freaked me out. So a white van pull up on the other side across the street because it's like two-sided roads and it's about to get dark. So the lights outside just went on. And it's like a dusky feeling. I was like, oh shit, all right, let's do this. So I'm walking across the bridge and this car pulled up and stopped and then started backing up like this, right? And I go, fuck, I already know what this is about. I start jetting. Bah, 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 bah. And then they come over in front of me. I was like, all right, bet. And then I try to run down the bridge, the turnpike little area. I tried to go down there. I couldn't. So I was like, you know what? What? You got it? So I was like, okay, well, I'd rather die than be trafficked again. I just aged out of the fucking system. I just turned 18. Have nowhere to go and shit like that. And I'm not gonna prostitute. Mommy, chocolate milk. I was like, I'd rather die than be a prostitute. I'd rather die than go be child trafficked. I'd rather die. So I get on the bridge, right? And I climb up on there. I got my backpack on and I was about to jump. I was ready. I was like, yeah. I was like, God, I'm ready to go. I was really amped up because I was like about to die. I mean, I don't care. I'd rather die than be trafficked. So the person jumps out of the car and goes, wait! Just wait. And I was like, what the fuck do you want? I'm not going in. I've seen a lot of shit in my life. And I'm too young to be trafficked. I was like, you know what? And then I looked at him. I go, you can fuck off. And I was about to jump. And he goes, wait. And then he says, I'm getting back in the car. I'm driving off. It's not, I'm leaving. And then he drove off and I jumped down and I went the other way towards the town because I was like, I'm not going over that bridge. That nigga probably waiting for me. I was like, damn, I got to get back to my side of the town in Fremont because I felt safer, in Fremont than in Oakland because Oakland got some bugs in it. Oakland got some motherfucking roaches up in that bitch. I'm thinking these are some good men. And then when it comes down to it, money is their only motivator, and that pisses me the fuck off. I know you want to live a good life, but the only reason they want money is to get bitches. And I've already tagged most of them, so when they get bitches, the bitches is toxic. So you can never have a stable relationship. Anyway, I had to tell that story because I'm very happy that there's people finally standing up to it because it was just happening. No one cared. The girls will go missing. No one cared. How mean is that? The kids will go missing. No one cared. They got a mommy who pushed them out of their womb. This needs to be a universal conversation. Because these niggas thought they would always be in a motherfucking dark. Nigga, I am darkness. Now that I'm darkness, bitches, I see you and everything you've done. And it's coming out right now. There's a whole list that's coming out. And I'm going to arrest you. I'm going to arrest you. And everything's going to seem okay. And then the internment camps, I'm going to feed you to the aliens. Anyway. Shout out to JP and JC again. Robert Downey Jr. Okay. I was on a story. So yeah. And then in the dream, the yellow brick road. Okay. So I'm going to explain the yellow brick road a little bit more because I had a dream that only 18 people passed my class. Out of all of you guys, 18 people. That's on a 9. That's it. I know I talk a lot. I know there's not a lot of facts to back up a lot of the stuff that I say. There's no written, it's chaos. It's absolute chaos. And that's the only way that I really know how to function is in a chaotic environment. Because once the masculine comes in and organizes my thoughts, things become written down more easily. Things are more streamlined. I think that's what the masculine does. He organizes the waves. I don't know if that makes sense. He's an organizer of waves. Brain waves, thoughts, activity, anything that needs organization, he literally does it from an internal environment. And then you see it from the external. So I had, I'll pick it up.
I'm gonna pick up.
You pick it up.
No, pick up. No, pick up. Pick up. Pick up.
Okay. God, come into me, please. Hey, did you give thanks this morning? No. You should give thanks every morning. I give thanks in my own way. Why? How? I woke up and I'm still here, Zanisha. Bitch, I didn't want to be in this shit. I didn't want to be no saint, no Jesus, no God, no goddess, no queen on the throne. I didn't want to be anything like that. I wanted to do what I wanted to fucking do. I wanted to do what I fucking wanted to do. Party how I wanted to party. Who I wanted and be a good person. That's it. And then I go and fall in love. Love makes me want to be a better person. Because I'm like, who would want to be with a shitty person who just wants to just be out philanthropying around? There's enough philanthroping in. Okay, in a second. And it made me spark like, oh shit, maybe I should be on my journey more, because there's no way that I'm going to get what I want ultimately, which is love. There's no way I'm going to get what I want if I don't become the person I want to be, you know? So everyone said, I want a big house with a pool, and I want this dog, and I want this and this. I always said to God, I said, yo, whatever you do, as long as I'm in love, that's all that matters. And I didn't mean in the context of, oh, we have such a loving life. Oh, our life is perfect. Look at us. We're so great. No, I mean like, I need to make a confession. Can you meet me in the bathroom in 5 minutes? And then I confess my sins over and over and over until honey falls out of me. And then we have to go back and take care of the children that we created. To meet someone on that priesthood playing field, because my brain, how it works is like I'm always thinking of 5 different things at once. So connecting the dots really sucks for some people, because they're like, it doesn't make any sense. Well, you said the revolution wouldn't be televised. Is it really? Is it really? In the Matrix, I'm not really allowed to show my face. I'm allowed to take different avatars, but I am always the hidden goddess, which sucks. But man, as long as I have a really cool avatar like Florence and the Machine. These are cool. I have several avatars walking around right now. I programmed them to come back in 2020. And my avatars are just beautiful. I'm a walking test. Where am I? 1 second. Solidify the agreement. Sign all the archangels. New post. Masculine identities. There's about to be a huge last final storm plague that takes away the masculine's ability to bear children and their firstborn. I think that's going to get more of an attention than the rest of the stuff that's coming, because now the children are walking over the bridge, and I I think everyone's waiting for this big event to happen, and it's already happened. But no one really notices because the bodies are still walking. They're out of there. They're gone. They're gone. But they're temporarily in their shells as to not cause panic. I hate manic panic. They're like chickens with their head running off. Manic panic's the worst. I was talking. I went to the park yesterday, and I was talking on the bench, and I heard Farrakhan's voice. Farrakhan's voice, and he was sitting next to me and just talking to me in my ear, and he was like, "Are you ready?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm being ready." It's like, all I wanted was a hug. Just wanted a hug. I'm hug deprived, love deprived, guys. God should never be hug deprived. She's supposed to have tons and tons of children, and animals walking around her like some sort of Snow White.
Mommy, look.
Better? Like some sort of Snow White. Anyway, I just want to shout out to Mr. Farrakhan. I didn't know if you were a good or bad guy either. But then again, what I say goes. So yeah, I don't truly believe that one person controls everything. I believe that this is a collective decision, but someone has to take the reins from evil. So taking the reins from evil is my job. That's the fun part for me. Because one look, I can freeze someone's pineal gland, but they don't notice it. They just are. The powers have already started because of the melanin upgrade that I did 2 days ago. I don't know if there's any solar flares or solar storms, but when I upgraded it, I got so thirsty and wanting to vomit. So those are my symptoms so far: nauseous and wanting to throw up, and yeah, so far so good. And what else did I say? I said, oh, don't forget to talk about Robert Townsend, Robert Downey Jr. Who else? The writer's strike. Okay. Okay. Once we take over Hollywood, I want to pay the writers really good. Because I'm going to revamp Hollywood, but I'm going to make it in Seattle so I can have an eye on them. And I'm going to take from Vegas the Grace from Vegas and so Graceland is in Tennessee. So I'll put the South is about to go through a huge transformation. Hey, you guys, if you see asteroids coming, if you see asteroids coming, it's too late. Don't even try to come to Washington. I gave you guys enough warning. All 18 of you. Don't even try to start walking this way. I will not. I will not give you any grace. I will just be like, hey guys, the dome is closed. 12:12 dome is closed. Right when I said it, 12:13. I'm not gonna allow anyone else in here, but I'm gonna destroy everything so that I can rebuild it. My dad gave me permission because I am the queen of heaven and earth, but I still have rules that I have to follow. As to not, because I'm mad. I'm madness. 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 This is Seattle! So when the man who brings the order is born next time round, the boots is back. When the bodies are starving at the border, on TV giving people the sack. Lord, when the sea rises to meet us and there's nothing left for you and I to do. Hey, look, it's Jesse. Ain't he the cutest? He is a cutie. Good for him. Good for him. He has a cool little spirit, but we need to have a confession. I'm just kidding. I used to go to his tree because he has a tree in the Garden of Eden. And Shiva dulu. Pull my hair. No. Do you see this fragile hair on me? I'm like, I don't know. I still think I'm beautiful. I look like a tree. Mommy, what did your puppy do? You stuck? No, walk the feet. Walk the feet. Walk the feet. I think I look like a tree. I don't know. This falls like this. Where's my coconut oil? Don't look at my titties. Hold on. Coconut oil. What's the prayer? Okay. I have this huge crevice in my head. Let's see. Rises to meet us. Oh, and there's nothing left for you and I to do. Oh, when there's nobody upstairs to see. I like my hair. I don't care what no guy says, especially Ogun. Mommy, help! He's like, Mommy, help! He's like, you need to get your hair done. You need to do your hair. You need to look all pretty. You need to do this. I'd be like, Ogun, I do look beautiful. Look at the naturalness of my. Like, I woke up like this. I mean, it's not the most prettiest thing to look at, but still, look. Hold on, let me shade the lighting a little. I don't like that one. Yeah. I don't know. I feel I'm beautiful. I may not look like Halle Berry, that one girl from the Barbie movie. Julia Roberts. I don't look like Julia Roberts. Who else is considered the most beautiful woman on earth? Who else? I don't look like those people. But I know I'm pretty. Beautiful on the inside. Because my skin is cracking through and it's like this glow coming out like a rainbow. Really, really bright energy coming out of my skin. I think that's what makes me beautiful, not my like bristle. Wow. My vessel's alright. My vessel's cute. She's pretty. And I was hoping, I was like, Dad, can we stick with this vessel because she deserves a little bit of love. Oh, let me tell you some of the stories about how this vessel saved my ass. When you're pretty, light skin, long hair, they would tag you quicker than the dark skinned girls. But then when the dark skinned girls got caught, they would send them to like Mexico or somewhere out of country, Haiti, and it would be easier for that person to blend into society, and there would be no like, that's weird. You're with you. You know, they wouldn't question it. Take them on planes and stuff like that. Get them new identification cards and pretend to be a family. Pay families to pretend to be like Meet the Millers. Pretend to be a family just to traffic the kid out of the state.
Mommy, and baby.
Yeah, out of the country. And babies too. Nurses and doctors would tag babies to be given to the I almost said Illuminati, to eat their glands so that they could look younger and live longer.
Mommy, please.
He doesn't have that one right now. But we can go to the Target when I'm done. After I sweep and mop the floor and vacuum. As above, so below, though. Hold on. As above, so below. When I clean up the house and stuff, when I'm cleaning up, I'm literally cleaning up the United States just by cleaning my apartment. I don't want to clean it up. I want it to dissolve. So it's like a dilemma inside of me. Do I be the most cleanest or do I not? Because you can hide a lot in a clean house. My house is beautifully organized, but in my own chaotic way. Rocky's in the living room. Lord, it's 12:21 on 13.
No, you wobble.
12:21.
Wobble house.
I don't know what Rebel is.
You wobble house. Got it.
Yeah.
Wobble.
I love Rebel too.
Mommy, please, wobble.
Yeah, we'll go find Rebel. So. Mm-hmm. We'll take Rebel with us to go feed the chicken. And to the river. Got it. No, let me see. All right. Let me organize the U.S. Montana. What the fuck is Temecula? California?
No,
Temecula. Okay. There, Putin.
Photo.
Yo, I had a dream about a nuclear war, a nuclear blast.
Mommy.
Boom! Like that. I was like, oh shit. Get under cover, children.
Baba. Mommy, I need Baba.
Faces peeling off and shit like that. I don't want to be a part of it. So let's put some domes up. Where?
Ew.
Oh, that puts me in a fucking position though. Let me call him in a spiritual form. That motherfucker's aggravating. Oh, he aggravates me. I'm sorry, but he aggravates the fuck out of me. Who? Musk. He declared himself king. You know? He declared himself a king. So I'm gonna make him look like a fool. I know you're not doing it, but that's what you no. Ito tayo na siragot ko naman na bali dapat niyan. Who? You're not the queen of heaven and earth. I am. You're not the queen of heaven and earth. I am. You're not the queen of. Here's the title. You guys can have it. I don't really want it. I never really wanted to be queen at all. I wanted love and a good partnership so that I can create my own world. And if I say, hey, honey, you know, let's go feed the chickens, and he gets excited like I get to feed the chickens. And he's like, what do you think that this egg is going to taste like now? Sit down. Get off of me. No. You got one booby. That's it. Right here. Y'all can keep the titles. Shit. Y'all can keep the fucking titles. Queen of Heaven and the Earth, Inanna, Ainana, Ivanka, whatever the fuck you want. Go ahead. I don't care. Hey, Trump. How are you? Are you fine? Freedom of speech is a very important thing. I don't care. Yeah, y'all can keep the titles. Who cares? As long as my kids are safe, who cares who's queen of the heaven and earth sitting on the throne? I don't. I really don't. The only thing that I do care about is the safety of our children on our planet. If it's a planet. Right now it's kind of half of a planet because the majority of people are like submerged under the spiritual water of blackness. And I absorbed a lot of souls through that process. So, didn't I try? What you do to me tonight? Tell me, tell me, that's the kind of love I've been dreaming of. I had a dream, not a dream, it's a vision. Vision. I was sitting and I was interviewing Hosier, and I was going through things, and he goes, I go, it's weird because people don't talk bad about you, and I was like, I wonder why that's possible or why that is, you know? They don't really talk bad about him. And then I said, there's a few things I'd like to say to you, sir, but I'm not going to do it because, you know, priesthood and stuff. He was like, well, tell me. And then I said everything I wanted to say. Everything. I was like, I don't care if you're a priest or not. I can say what I want. But yeah, I have more respect. I have respect for myself, but sometimes when she just wants to talk, I gotta let her talk. What do you want me to do? Shut her up? No. She's been shut up all of her life, right? Right. She's been shut up all her life in a high tower, never coming down to earth unless it's time to eat, because that's the lion's den, guys. Right? Right. It's the lion's den. I said, "Who wants the title of Queen of Heaven and Earth? You can have it." And I put it on their back, and then they. It's a heavy weight to bury. You got to be very light to carry. 1313. You got to be very light to carry that. And my childlike spirit and innocence is still intact because no one can really come to the tallest tower and meet me unless it's my husband, eye to eye, God to God. And because they're so heavy with filth and greed, no one has ever reached my innocence. And I had a conversation. And I was like, because the amount of jealousy that comes out of the feminine weighs us down because we think that we own the masculine. We don't own them. They're from the ocean. They're not really of Earth. They're from the ocean. Subconscious memory. Subconscious memory coming to store their genetic material within the earth. The womb of woman.
Mommy, help!
It's gonna turn back on. That's the kind of love.
Mommy, help!
It's gonna turn back on. We need chill. 1, 2, and 3. There you go. I'm gonna take every day as it comes. I really don't have anything else to say. Nothing else to say. I think I'm really done. The other day I had a dream. No, I don't want to talk about my dreams. No one really fucking listens. No one listens. 18 people. That's it. Are really listening.
Mama!
Go pick her up on the ground. I'm waiting for God to send me something. And then I'll go on. Why is this lady Nancy Gonzalez laughing at my stuff? Like, I don't know if I like her. I really don't know. I don't think I like her. I want to delete the comment. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I like her at all. Sorry. But like, what's the point of laughing at me showing the sun? Like, it doesn't make any sense. There's no fucking correlation, Mrs. Nancy. There's none. Not to mention,
Mommy, I need a bike.
It's not worth my time.
Mommy, walk a bike.
I see it, baby.
Mommy,
I see it, Angel. I'm sorry. I don't like her energy right now. It doesn't give me like any positive feelings. It gives me mainly negative. Whenever she comments on my stuff, I'm like, I thought because I picked her up and I was so nice to her and kind to her that she would be nice back, but I think I think I don't like her. Pretty sure. So if you hear me, you hear this and you translate it to Spanish, Nancy. I don't like when you comment on my stuff. I actually don't even like when you look at my stuff. I think you're kind of mean. I think because you could channel, oh yeah, you think you're a big bad wolf. You have not really met the big bad wolf. So I like a lot of people. I like a lot of people, but I don't like her. My spirit just says something's off so hard. I don't know what it is. I went to a bembe with because I was brand new to spiritual stuff. I was staying out of the spiritual realm because I didn't want to, for people to know who I was. And I go to this bembe at Steven Cherena's house, and I like saying his last name. Isn't it fun? Cherena. I like his wife too, Janice. She was really nice. I mean, sometimes, of course, you got a black woman coming in your house dressed like a hoochie mama, hanging out in front of your husband, alone sometimes. Trust me, I wasn't going to touch that. It's a test of David. I have to do half of the shit that I do. I have to, because it's a test for the masculine to pass a course to be an archangel or to pass their test. They have to find me in the end to reorganize their shit. But I go to this house and, I was partying, it was fun. They give the Orisha Obatala, I believe. I think that was the name. And Steven's in the front doing a reading for one of the dudes that I brought at the time. And I'm in the backyard talking to everybody because everybody know more than me and they spiritual. I was just like dumb lamb. I was a lamb, just like, yeah, this is so fun. I didn't think too much of it. And Nancy comes up to me. And she gets a piece of chalk and she wraps it around my waist and grabs me and says some kind of spell or something like that. And my angels inside of me, archangels and all, come busting out. And it was like shooting a gun. And I was like, yeah! Because I felt my kundalini start burning up. And I don't know what happened, but I just don't like her. After that, I was like, what the fuck? All my archangels came up like she was trying to murder me spiritually or something. I don't know. And then Steven came out and he's like, what's going on? And then they said, she's not ready. And Nancy acted like nothing happened. She's like, I was like, that's weird. Why are you mean to me? But I understand the jealousy thing, I get it, trust me. When people be commenting on Andrew's stuff, I'll be looking like, do you love him? Really? Do you? Used to. I don't do that shit no more. But I remember doing that or being there, and I was just like, I don't think I like her energy. I think it's more of a like self glorification than it is about the Orisha. And I only tag certain people's Orisha so I can see them, make sure that they're going the right way. The rest of you guys can slide. You can slide the fuck off of the face of the earth. I don't give a fuck. but I tag a lot of Orbeez that I've met, people I want to protect. So that was my story about that, Bembe. I didn't like the cake at that time. It was really tres leche cake. I don't like tres leche, guys. The texture reminds me of cheesecake, and I don't like cheesecake either. So if you ever offer to any of the Orishas, maybe don't do tres leche cake. If you offer to my Orisha, my Orbi, don't do it. No tres leches, guys. Why? Because I don't like tres leche. It's so sweet, condensed milky. That's it. There was the story between my energy and his energy have always done the same thing over and over every lifetime. Every lifetime. This is the only lifetime that we actually got it right. Sometimes when the heart feels the vibration of somebody else's heart on the same frequency, they have to converge. They have to. Like, it's no ifs, ands, buts. Why I can't explain it sometimes, because it's like this pool of energy that just wants to remain in this. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just these energies have to be in together. They have to. And fighting against that, I believe, is a form of cruel and unusual punishment. You know, I feel that is cruel and unusual punishment for those souls, because they have genetic memory to complete, right? It's like you're making a sweater for God to give it to him on Christmas. They gotta converge. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But because the rules of the earth have now toppled the rules of the spirit, it's out of whack. Jealousy has taken over, or had taken over. Greed, lust, envy, and those were the rules of the earthly plane, not love. Because your land ran on these lust, money, it ran on that. It made it really difficult for me to pair you guys into loving, long-lasting bonds. You know, everybody was worried about how much money the other person made, what they looked like, you know, what they was stroking with, what they was this. Oh, my man got this, my man do this. I'm like, but does he love you? Hardly. Does he love you deeply? Does he love you intensely? Then he is not your husband. He is just a temporary shell filling your own void of being a father, filling your father bond. You know, he's not really your husband. And the thing is, I used to go up in these places. I'd be like, yo, that's my husband. Send him home. I was like, the dog need to come home. Send him home. And they're like, you're what's it called? Homewrecker. Da, 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 da. I'm like, I've never touched your husband, yeah. However, he needs to go home because he didn't learn his lesson the last lifetime, and I want him to pass his class because I need him to start running this region and this region and this region so I can give him this and this and this. But currently, you're holding him back. And they would get at me. And I'm like, okay, well, keep them. And then they would lose their place in line. Trust me, I don't mind. There's plenty of men out there who have natural ability to grow seeds. I'm trying to check through the ranks and see. Okay. Well, for what? Avion. Oh, yeah. Well, it's whoever could carry the most genetic makeup from a masculine standpoint. Whoever can control the most genetic makeup to pass the fire and make a spark. So yes, I had a child. It's a spiritual baby, but some people was dead walking. So I had to birth them. I had to birth them spiritually.
Mommy big.
Ooh, that's nice. Cool. You got the small one? So what's it called? Um, so most of the time,
Mommy, a piggy. A baby, a hammer. A baby hammer. And your mommy hammer.
I see.
And your mommy hammer.
It's not a hammer, it's a wrench.
No, it's Daddy wrench.
Mhm.
Daddy wrench.
It is a big daddy wrench and a little Mika Lee wrench. Yeah.
Piggy.
So most of the time, like
Daddy
when
wrench. Daddy wrench. And the road up.
so let me go back to that story. I actually want to tell that a little harder. So okay, chillax. So when I would go places, one thing I don't like, let me just say that before. Don't ever tell me what to wear and how to dress. Number fucking one. And that's one thing I hate about these religious cults and these groups and all that other shit is you tell me how to dress. 90% of my magic happens through my melanin, through my skin, through my body. So when I show my body, regardless if I'm wearing a bra or panties or not, there should never be a priest, male, telling a feminine how to dress. I don't believe in that. I do not believe in that. I don't believe in that. That is very important to me. Because you can't control your eyes and where they're going and how your wand is connected to your body and because you're looking at my body and only think about sex in front of me, I will hang you. I will hang you spiritually and watch you flail there. Because I don't like that. I really don't. I don't think Muslim people should tell women how to put a thing over their head to hide themselves. I think that that's controlled by jealousy. Because you think another masculine gonna come in and look at her and be like, nice, I want that. Sure, if a woman wants to be a little modest in order to make herself a present for her masculine, fine. That's her business. That's her business. I'm not gonna tell her how to dress. But don't run around telling me how to motherfucker put on my clothes. And if my titties is hanging out, nigga, my titties don't always motherfucking hang out. If my titties want to be bouncing and fucking perky and shit like that, then it's gonna be. If I want to show a little ass cheek, my business. My business. My fucking business. Mind yours. Close your eyes if you don't like it. It's my earth. I show my belly sometimes because when I'm in the dark, I see through my skin because I'm inside of myself like a hermit looking out, right? So, number one, I wear what I want to wear in front of your husband. Okay, ladies, ladies, listen, listen. I wear what I fucking want in front of your husband. I wear what I want in front of my husband. I wear what I want in front of anybody. And if you out there telling me, look at her now, look at her hair, look at her this, look at her nails, look at her this, you self absorbed little fuck. If I want to look raggedy in, I'm going to look raggedy in. Because you guys are so focused on looking so perfect and pretty, you forgot who you were. You think because your hair is all laid up that your mind is organized. Shit. Let me look raggedy Ann if I want to look raggedy Ann. Let me look like a tan if I want a tan. If I want to put on makeup, I will put on makeup. But if my skin says, Zanisha, I need to breathe down here, I'm going to listen to her. Zanisha, you're putting all this hair on and I don't know who I am. I need time without all this shit to be myself. Your hair is a whole human being. Sometimes if you want to look raggedy and she want to look raggedy, she needs to. She needs to let that outlet go. It's not about everything how you look, guys. You guys are obsessed with how you look on the outside instead of how your soul pierces through the veil of who you are. You are a part of the veil. You project through the veil. Your manifestations are coming from the internal of who you are, and all who makes you are, the genetic makeup and make you are, pushes out and makes and brings things in fruition. If your hair is like, you keep blow drying me and putting me in heat, putting me in water, putting perms on me, I need time to be just it. I just need to be for a minute. You keep poking and prodding me and telling me what I need to be and put me into this pyramid when actually I just want to be. I want to be wild. I want to be brave. I want to be this. I want to be this. What do you want to be when you grow up here? Tamed, untamed, wild? I'm a wild woman. Not just because I ain't got no money. No, because my nails need to breathe. My toenails need to breathe. They don't always need to be done. My eyebrows don't always need to be plucked. Yeah, I got pimples on my face. Fine. I'm fighting a different battle, a different war. Anyway, I think that's important to say. I wear what I want to wear. I show what I want to show. Pretty soon, I'm going to be able to walk butt naked in this earth. Butt fucking naked. On my earth. It's going to go back to Eden. And then what are you going to say? Put on some clothes, man. Decent and indecent exposure. That's what I would say. And then, yeah, so I go and then I automatically know. I'm like, yo, I know you from a past life. When I pull up to the house, damn, where do I know you from? Instant spark. I was like, oh shit. Like his daddy was standing right behind him. Right? Nose. 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 Jim Carrey. Haha, I got it. Please let Jim Carrey be a good guy. If he's a bad guy, I'm going to be very sad. Jeez. John Singleton. Mhm. Mhm. I can't think of his name right now. Be careful. He directed Malcolm X. I'm pulling it out on the sides so I can. It's like doing a haircut, but without having to actually get a haircut. Just fidget with it until it finds the shape it likes. It's like sculpture. And then it forms into a shape that you can understand or you can't understand. It's my business. That's it. That's my business. That's my mullet. Oh, I ran into this kid yesterday. His name was Jude at the park. He's such a good kid, you guys. Shout out to Jude. He was the cutest little boy. I was like, if I could, I would adopt you, but you have a great mom already. I was like, Jude, you're just a good kid, man. Hey, Jude, don't let me down. Take a sad song and make it better. He reminded me of John Lennon. The minute you let her into your heart, she can start. I'm gonna talk a little bit more about my time in the underworld. So I went to the underworld to clean up some mess from the people who put holes into the atmosphere. Put holes into the atmosphere, and I don't know. I don't want to talk about that. What do you want to talk about? This. I just love my hair. I don't know. I don't have to do too much to it, and it's just so. People like, oh, it's dry. It's this. It's that. I don't know. I kind of like it. I like it a little dry. Alright, I think I'm done talking, guys. 5 more minutes for what? Damn. Might be 1 o'clock. I gotta go to the water. Feed my duck. I mean, it's like, why post on people's thing if you don't like? It's fucking weird. People are weird. Oh, goodness gracious. Hallelujah. One more. No more. No more. Sing like a vibe with no teeth. You do it naturally. Yeah, my name is Bill Burr. Angela Bassett and Denzel Washington in a Malcolm X biopic. God, that man is fucking beautiful. Stop. Get off of my Instagram. I don't really mean it. Still pop up. Do you know I could break beneath the weight of the goodness God I finally know? Oh, yeah. Damn. I ain't get it. You ain't get it. Hey, Florence in the machine. Isn't this a good picture? She's such a cutie. Hey, Elise. She's having a baby. Told you. Told you guys. And my friend Fallon. She's having a baby. Hey, is Jimmy Fallon a good guy? Is he a good guy? Is he? Now you tell me now. Excuse me. Is Ethan Hawke a good guy? Oh my! Ethan Hawke played on one of my favorite movies, which is with Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington played in Training Day. Training Day is one of my favorite movies. He's a cutie. I kind of want to follow his Ori, but I don't know if he's a good guy. Ooh, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna follow Ethan Hawke. Oh, okay. I'm gonna do that. Why not, right? The goodness girl of fun. Yeah. All the guys love Margot Robbie, of course. Questlove, is he a good guy? Ooh, Questlove. Hi, Questlove. I like. Oh, hey, Questlove. Look, remember when you did? If you don't worry about it, that was lit. I'm gonna follow Questlove. Jill Scott and Quintabe. Is this Jim Carrey? Oh my god. Is it Jim Carrey? Is he a good guy? Is Jim Carrey a good guy? It's a fan page, though. I don't follow fan pages unless they're hosiers, so. No, I don't want to. Sorry, guys.
Tea party.
Tea party. Okay. Ooh, that's pretty. Look at that. Ain't that cute? It's a tree. Whenever I follow somebody on here, I follow their head, their Ori, on the interwebs. If I don't follow your Ori, if I follow you and you follow me back for real, I make you a ranking member in the New Society. But if you don't follow me, you're just a nobody to me. Because if I have your back and you don't have mine because you're in the dark, fuck you, dude. You guys can go stay in the dark and leave me alone. You know what I mean? Spiritual meaning of. Is Trump a good guy or a bad guy? Or is he an avatar of somebody that you may know? What's love got to do? Got to do? What's love? Come second-hand emotion. Who needs a heart when You ready to go? Okay, let's go. Well, that's all I have, guys. I just needed to talk this energy out.
What did you? I watched Even Steven.
Mm.
It is nail day. My last. Okay, Kim Michael.
Wasn't attracted to the face.
Well, it's
All right, I think I'm ready to go. I'm gonna go for a walk and feed the ducks and the chickens and the birds and take time out to thank God for the creation He's created. And I wanted to tell everybody that I love you. If I really do follow you, I follow you in the dark to make sure that you do the right thing. Robert Downey Jr. I'm watching you guys like really hard. And sometimes I give you a test ahead of time to make sure that you could pass this really hard test. So, Steven, I hope that you passed your test in your class. I do apologize for testing you very hardly, but when you do the David story and Bathsheba comes and you touch Bathsheba, you go to hell. You know, one of the circles. I don't want you to go to hell. I wanted you to maintain this faith within yourself and your whole heart, and you passed that. But sometimes it really sucks being away from God's energy and light once you've had that energy. Once you've had it in the past, it's really hard. But you passed, so good for you. And then I tested a couple people, masculine energies, because how it happens is your wand and your thing can sync, like cell phones sync with each other and send them things. You don't even have to be involved in the conversation when your root chakra is involved. Most of the time, they're courting each other. The root, down there, don't even touch up here yet. And the only reason you like see that person, you're like, oh, I'm very sexually attracted, because the roots have already been talking. The nappy roots have already been talking down there. And they have conversations before we do. But once you can sync the connections down there with up here, you are balancing yourself, and you know, don't do, because then that's where problems arise. So sometimes I would shout as my thing. I was like, you know, I'm not horrible, blah, 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 blah. You could this and this and this, just to make sure that your wand did not even, because it'll turn off if I say something like very gross or nasty. I can turn off that sinking feeling, so it won't sink. But sometimes it doesn't matter to masculine, and they're just like lion-esque energy trying to suck something out. I don't know. I don't want to talk about it anymore, but good job you passed your test, because that was the hardest chapter to pass, is David and Bathsheba, or Bathsheba and whoever. Heard the words David playing the keys. I didn't see my nipples out like that in my thing. I guess I gotta put some else. I guess I have to. Oh, my legs. All right, guys, I think I'm done for today. This is a long lecture, almost 1:30. 1:30. I know you don't feel like I'm saying anything, but in the back of my head, I have organized like an ant farm, little treasure places you can go. We're gonna go bye-bye. You want more chocolate milk?
Hey, mommy.
Bye, guys.